Hey, Amy Vasterling here, making videos since about a day or two ago. Just kidding. I want to talk about what gets us unstuck. And here we are breaking down the model that has held us stuck. And the point is, when we feel stuck, it is the hearkening within us for the breakdown to happen. Meaning we are in so many situations that are now misaligned for us. They aren't right for us. They aren't leading us to what is expansive for us. And that's sad. And that's tricky. I left a relationship where I did not know, but for 18 years, that person made me feel afraid. I didn't even know it, right? To that degree and that level. But then once I was away from them, there were definite signs I could see that that's what was going on. So we want to allow that breakdown to happen and we will feel confused instead of stuck, which is also uncomfortable. Nobody likes that. I know it. But it is the movement through. And the reason we get confused and the reason we stay stuck is we're lacking trust, which is, that's no accident. My work would be the basis of if we have fear, we will not self-express. And we need to use vulnerability to surpass the fear, vulnerability, and then we will self-express. And a lot of us tried the vulnerability on. I tried it on a million ways and it didn't work. And the reason it didn't work is the energy was not on our side for it to work. We were still in process of building up to this epic crescendo of the highest heights of narcissism. It's a new TV show. It should be. No, it shouldn't be because that's all we've been watching. We've been watching cathexis, which is obsession around relationships. That's all we're seeing in the movies that we watch from um, Hollywood. And the reason is it creates a lot of drama. And I wrote about drama in my upcoming book, which really states that drama is factless. If we get the facts, we can calm down. But if we come at something with a bunch of pieces of information that don't even go together, that's just our fear driving that problem, right? It's just making it, oh, pay attention to me. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. But we never say that. And that's part of the problem with vulnerability is we've become trained to say, here's all this drama instead of, I am so terrified right now, expressing the fear and saying, I need help with this fear. I need help with this scary thing or with my own feeling of being afraid. Right. And if we were able to do that all these years, I wouldn't be doing this work that I'm doing. Nobody would need it. We would be expressing off the rails right now. And we are not as a result of what this model has created. Sorry, I have this propped up in a funny way. Just come along for the ride with me. So I want to say this one more time. Stuck is the breakdown of who you aren't anymore. You may have been that person and you aren't that person anymore. That's why you're anxious. You're attaching to outcome. That's why you might be depressed. You're so unsure who to blame or what to do. The anger has come back toward you, right? And that's not your fault. I'm not saying, oh, naughty you. I'm saying this is an epidemic level. This is everybody's got some. But it's not really who you are to be anxious. It's not really who you are to be depressed. It's that really movement inside of moving into things that honestly are going to scare you and leave you a bit confused. And that sounds sucky. So why would you do that? But you do it because the things on the other side of it get better. And I do say this is to get to that point of who we are from stuck back to the point of who we truly are is as epic as it was to get away from who you were. And I know I had a pretty epic, emotionally suppressed and oppressed journey. I did not have many people in my court in a true way that were there to love me and be truthful and caring in a way I could understand. Maybe they were, but I could not understand it as that. I really chalk it up as disconnection. And they might not have been meaning that, but that was what I experienced, right? So for me, The unfolding was massive. I cut ties with a lot of people, and I traveled and moved around to just express myself and expand. That might not be your way, and that doesn't matter, right? You're going to have your own way to do it. But for you, those of you who have had an epic journey of trauma and on top of each other, that built up in your life, it will be as epic to come out of that. And I realize that's scary, but you have support. And that's what's important, right? There is actually support to find your way through that now. So reach out, be in touch. Stuck is the breakdown of who you aren't. And like, share, and follow. Tell your good friends. You know they want to know this. And together, let's collapse narcissism, because in truth, it serves nobody. It serves nobody. And you know that. You know that right inside yourself. All right. Thanks.